This is CBS News Bay Area with Juliette Goodrich.
And good evening. It is one of the world's most iconic landmarks, and now the Golden Gate Bridge has a new look with a big addition that could save lives. After a number of delays, crews finally finished installing a multi-million-dollar suicide barrier on both the west and east side of the bridge. It is a project almost 20 years in the making. Tonight, we meet those who made it all possible, a man who jumped and survived, and a mother who lost her son. Nearly 2,000 people have plunged to their deaths since the Golden Gate Bridge opened in 1937. Very few have ever lived to tell their story and try to change others from taking their lives. Kevin Hines jumped 23 years ago and lived to tell his story.
I ended up at the bridge ready to take my life, and I did jump off. I'm one of less than 1% to survive that fall with full physical mobility intact. I shattered at that point my T12, L1, L2 lower vertebrae. I missed severing my spinal cord by 2 millimeters, but I was alive.
He said he regretted jumping the moment his hands let go from the railing. Today, he travels around the world to share his story and the tools and techniques to survive suicidal crisis.
Every time I'm suicidal, I do two things. Number one, I find a mirror anywhere. I say my thoughts don't have to become my actions. They can simply be my thoughts. They don't have to own, rule, or define what I do next. The second thing I do is turn to anyone willing to listen and say four simple but very effective words. I need help now. 23 years later, after Kevin's near-fatal jump, 1.7 miles of stainless steel nets have been installed on both sides of the Golden Gate Bridge. He says he and his father and a group of parents who lost their loved ones to suicide at the bridge fought endlessly for some kind of solution. A bittersweet day for Dana Whitmer, whose son jumped to his death in 2007. She believes her son would have been deterred by the nets.
I don't think he would have tried it. Because a lot of people, when they're that focused on a method, they don't see anything else around them. And if they get to that point where they can't do it, they kind of just throw their hands up and sort of walk away. And I'm thinking that's something he would have done.
I'm really grateful that I get to exist every day.
Kevin says he will continue to share his story. He says suicide is not the answer, it is the problem, and he is determined to help find more solutions.
To people that have lost loved ones off that bridge, this means the world. It's also very bittersweet because their loved ones are never coming home. But we can save the lives of everyone who goes to that bridge going forward, and that's a big deal.
It is, and the barrier already seems to work. Bridge officials say last year, when the net was only partially completed, there were 14 deaths, down from the yearly average of 30 deaths. A handful of people did jump into the net, where trained professionals helped them out. But there has been some controversy. It cost $224 million to install the barrier, which is almost $150 million over budget. The lead contractors are also suing the district over extra costs. If you or anyone you know is struggling, there is help. You can call or text 988. That's the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. All right, now on to Pacifica. Damage from last week's storm has forced the city to close down its pier while city officials check to make sure it's even safe. An inspection of the pier actually found that it has suffered damage along its west-facing deck and concrete railing. Now the city will launch an assessment to determine if it is safe to reopen. That's expected to take 3 weeks. All this comes after last week's storm that brought high tides and powerful waves, damaging structures up and down California's coast. The Pacifica Pier was last closed in 2021 when it was damaged in another storm. In other news now, 3 suspects charged in the deadly shooting of Oakland police officer Twan Lay. They appeared in court today. 27-year-old Mark Sanders, 28-year-old Sabron Russell, and 28-year-old Alan Brown. They are facing various charges. Investigators say Sanders pulled the trigger that killed Officer Lay. Brown drove the car that Sanders fired shots out of. and Russell is facing burglary charges. The suspects are accused of burglarizing a marijuana growing facility 3 times on December 29th and loading products into their car. Court documents say Officer Lay and his partner responded to the burglary. Brown and Sanders were in the same car driving away, and they somehow ended up chasing the undercover vehicle driven by Lay. Lay was shot in the back of the head and crashed the undercover truck into 2 parked cars. He later died at the hospital.
I will leverage the full weight of my office against these people who we believe ruthlessly and wantonly murdered an officer of the law who gave his life to protect our community against those who would do harm to us.
Sanders and Brown are being held without bail until their next court appearance on January 18th. And last night, Oakland's acting police chief confirmed reports Sanders was convicted for manslaughter in 2014 and back in 2021. Russell and Sanders were both charged for another burglary, this one in Contra Costa County. Sanders was found guilty of second-degree burglary in that case. So community vigil will be held to honor Officer Lay tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Pacific Renaissance Plaza in Oakland. All are welcome to attend. At least 8 people arrested at Berkeley's People's Park after fencing was put up and the park shut down in preparation for construction to turn a portion of the green space into housing. The move sparked protests early this morning.
People's Park! People's Park!
The project will build housing for 1,100 students and a separate building for low-income, formerly unhoused people. But opponents say as a landmark for civil rights and free speech movements, the park should be preserved as it is, with housing built elsewhere. And many students say the green space is needed.
Parks are human rights. Students are not sardines. If we have more students, we need more parks too.
The project at the People's Park site is a really important project for the university, but it was a project that was carefully designed to benefit not just students, but also the community at large.
So here's a look from our chopper. Protesters still gathering there through the evening hours. UC Berkeley has said they plan to preserve 2/3 of the park construction site as open green space for the public. So a Safeway store in San Francisco is closing up shop after 40 years in the city's Fillmore district. Safeway confirming to us that it's selling the land at Webster Plaza to a developer that plans to build housing on the site. No reason was given for the sale. So we recently visited that store because it shut down its self-checkout kiosks and added new gates to combat theft. While city leaders are praising the new housing, it is the only major grocery store in that area. The store will have its final day in March. Well, the 49ers take on the Rams Sunday with a backup quarterback. Our Matt Lively explains in the Red and Gold Report.
This is the Volkswagen Red and Gold Report.
Rams-Niners games have always been intriguing in years past, but with both teams resting multiple starters on Sunday, this week doesn't pack its usual punch. We already know Brock Purdy won't play against the Rams, but it does open up a huge opportunity for another Niners quarterback. Sam Darnold will get his first start as a 49er to end the regular season. It's going to be Darnold's first start since Week 18 of last season when he was with the Panthers. The Niners backup has limited reps since, but he did lead a fourth-quarter touchdown drive against the Ravens in relief of Purdy. Kyle Shanahan says this is good preparation for the playoffs, just in case something happens to QB1.
I want our team to treat this week as Brock going down on like the first play of the game. That's something I'd like us to be ready for if that unfortunately did happen.
Obviously, I don't want to go in there. I want Brock to stay healthy and, help this team win. But if I do need to go in there, I'll do my best. And, whenever I can get reps, it's always helpful moving forward.
Him being a veteran in this league, playing against him, he has insane arm talent, making sorts of throws out on the practice field that I haven't seen anybody make. He's a really talented quarterback. It's going to be good for him to go out there and get some burn.
For the Red and Gold Report, I'm Matt Lively.
More baseball drama in Oakland. The A's have blocked the minor league Ballers from playing a game at the Coliseum this year. The Ballers say they already signed a contract and put down a deposit to host a game at the Coliseum June 29th. According to the Ballers, the A's decided to enforce a clause in their stadium agreement that prevents any other baseball team from playing there. Stay tuned. Good luck, Ballers. All right, thanks for watching. The news continues at 8 on PIX Plus or 44 Cable 12. We'll see you right back here at 11. Have a great evening.